Hi there. Today I'm going to show you how to make a wireframe SVG out of any 3D object in Blender. When you start with a plain file, you're going to have a cube and a light source. We're going to delete that and we're just going to leave a camera. The next thing we're going to do is go to File, Import, and we're going to import the object by selecting the appropriate file extension. In my case, I have an FBX file of a brain. Go to the folder where you've saved your file, select it, and then click import. Next thing I'm going to do is get rid of this camera that came with the object. Then I'm going to go to edit, preferences, and on the add-on tab I'm going to search for SVG. Make sure you enable this freestyle SVG exporter. We're going to need that. Then we're going to go to render properties. And we're going to scroll down, and as you can see now, we have the option of freestyle and freestyle SVG export. Enable both of them. Then we're going to go to the view layer. And we have a few things to play around with. One of the things I'm going to change is the crease angle. I'm going to set it to the max 180 degrees so that it detects all the creases. And this way I make sure that the wireframe is complete. Then I'm gonna go down to the edge type and I'm gonna remove silhouette and border, leaving only the crease. Since my object came with a texture, I am going to get rid of that. So now that we're left with a plain 3D object, we're gonna go to toggle camera view up on the right hand side. Afterwards, we're gonna go and press the small arrow, and then we're gonna go to view, camera to view, and enable that. Now you're pretty much capable of moving the camera with your mouse. So in order to rotate the camera or your view, you're gonna press the middle button and then drag it around. And if you wanna move the camera on a flat plane, you're gonna hold shift and drag with the middle mouse button. After you've set up your angle, you're gonna go to output properties and then go to output and select the destination for your SVG file. This is where your SVG file is going to be exported. So I'm going to name it brain SVG and click accept. Okay, now that we have an output folder and a name for the file, we're going to go to the upper left hand side to render, then render image, or alternatively click the F12 key. Depending on how complex your object is, this might take a little time. In my case, it's pretty fast. So now we can go to the output folder pretty much, and I'm gonna find the SVG file and import that into a vector editing software. In my case, I use Illustrator. As you can see, the strokes are fully editable, so you can adjust them to your needs. So my wireframe has some issues. Depending on the complexity of the 3D object, you might have more or less of these. I'll go ahead and clean them up. Once we've cleaned that up, we're pretty much done, and we can use this object in any Photoshop or Illustrator design. Just make sure that the 3D model you used has the appropriate licensing. Thanks so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please drop a like so that you can let me know. And if you want to see any other tutorials, just drop them down in the comments. I'd love to help out. See you in the next one.